Greetings. Hi, it's Susie Q. Today we begin to break down Attraction 41 questions. Today is question number 18. These can be found via podcast and video at YouTube channel at Holistic Healing Community by Susie Juravich. Do subscribe to follow this complimentary offering of how to tune into attracting your desired goal, intent, a juicy, groovy new vibe. Today's question is number 18, and it is, can you fully extend all your energies into your desired outcome? Yeah. How does that land with you? Whew. To start off here, that question just really feels good. It feels almost like it's kind of supercharged with all kinds of possibilities of how you might be able to answer that question. Again, I'll read it. Can you fully extend all your energies into your desired outcome? Oh, wow. If you've been following any of these podcasts, I might be repeating myself here a little bit, but I want to talk about the frequency you're working with, the vibe you're working with, and also with this idea. So just let me go with this and see what you come up and see if it lands with you. So the moment a person is able to begin to think and articulate that which they are wishing to seek in their life, what I'd like for you to consider as a possibility is that by the time you've articulated it, it has already been in your field this whole time. Okay? Energy is a funny thing. It's kind of like the wind, you can hear it and you can see it kind of touching the leaves on the trees or moving things just by its energy. So really want you to really fully embody this idea that while you are desiring something in your life, and it's talking here about can you fully extend all your energies? It's almost like I want to turn this question upside down and say, can you fully extend your awareness to the idea that your energies have been working for you this whole time, okay? That they've been working for you this whole time because on an energetic level, the energy has already been spoken in some way from soul to the energy that's in your field. It's already creating that which you are desiring, all right? With that being said, there has to be some agreement with your own self being here. If that is within your possibility of belief that the energies have been working for you this whole time, however, you're just now noticing, hey, I would like to have a better relationship, or, oh, hey, I'd like to have better health in my body, or maybe I'm seeking more abundance in my life, okay? That's where most people are really focused at. Just really want you to tune into the idea that it wasn't necessarily the thought or the idea that came from, we'll call it Susie's body here, Susie's mind. We could say that Susie's energy field has already been producing all that she is seeking, and now she is aware of what it is that she is seeking. However, it's been in Susie's field this whole time. Okay? So what we do with that is knowing that what you give your attention to, it grows and expands. So the more you give your attention to that which you are seeking, again, we are slightly suggesting that it's always been there. Okay? When you give your attention to that which you are seeking or focusing on to create in your life, that grows and expands. And for some who may be of the belief system that it's always been here the whole time, what we're suggesting to those that may question that concept is that when you're able to let go of any thought beliefs or any early conditioning or any loops, we call these patterns or loops, you get real close to achieving a goal, and then, it always happens, something comes and disrupts, then I'm not in my flow anymore. Okay? But we really want you just to know that wherever you sit in whatever belief system or whatever situation you find yourself in, do know that by the time you articulate that which you're seeking, you're saturated in it. It's almost like you're marinating in all of that beautiful energy that is creating specifically based on what you are seeking. Even if it comes before you articulate it, the energy is present in your field and you are bathing in it now. Whew. Now, there will be times for some where you're in the middle of this great experience of, like, I've proclaimed this is so, I'm going to get that relationship, or I'm going to go land that new job, or, or I have improved health. I believe it's so. We do love positive affirmations. They do feel good. However, we do want to bring up that sometimes breakdowns will happen. Okay? And as breakdowns happen, they just happen. And it could be just something was triggered inside of you, or something, maybe you got some news by email or a phone call, or maybe something in your body doesn't feel right, that those are slight, what we call breakdowns. And all that means there is that you're in a neutral stance, keeping it, even the breakdown is a neutral stance, if you can go into that, if you can believe that's possible. Okay, we'd like for you to believe that that's possible, just to be neutral. And the breakdown or the interruption in moving towards that frequency or that vibe of your desired goal is what we'd like for you to look at. The breakdown is just the flow has been interrupted. Okay, so that stream of good, juicy vibe might have temporarily have a little ripple in it, or something has shifted there. Okay. The moment you notice the breakdown, there's several different things that you can do to help support you in getting back into the naturalness of this organic flow that you are right now. Yes, you right now are saturated in this beautiful vibe. Okay, so there's some things you can do here, and these are, I'm going to give you a few different concepts to maybe, or constructs to kind of play with. This is information from my coach Linda Starr, so I'm just referencing her here, and also the work of Dr. Fernanda Flores. All right, so what we have here is when a breakdown comes in, a really great way to look at it, again, is staying in that neutral stance. You're not falling apart, just the flow has shifted, okay? So instead of going forward, expanding, it might have stopped. The dam, you're in the dam, you've been damned. And then you move a few rocks and pebbles away, then it's back in flow. So anyway, the best thing to do is just start asking questions like, what is my real concern right now? What is it that I'm feeling concerned about? Okay. We're not going to go into a lot of details with this, but just for you just to notice, what is your specific concern now? All right. And if you don't have a concern, then you might just say, I'm good. I'm in my flow. The next thing here, too, as you're working to your extending all your energies to your desired outcome, is just noticing here about your competency. As we're moving in and extending all of our energy, there might be a time where we look at ourselves and go, well, for me to achieve this, it looks like I need to read up on a few things, or, get a coach, or learn some new skills. So you might ask yourself regarding competency, is there some new skills, that can help me just to really leap forward in this juicy desired outcome that's already in my field? Another thing to look at is, assessments. So as we're going through this beautiful idea of attraction, this is 41 questions related to attraction, is really beginning to assess as you're moving through your juicy vibing experience of attracting. Just start learning learning to assess, and assessments are purely your perceptions on things. So again, we'd love to invite you and encourage you to stay neutral in this way as well. And then also we're going to be moving into, as you are moving through and extending all your energies, what we're asking you to do now is look at your community around you, and you might begin to make some request of those around you. If you got some other high vibe and groovy people in your field, you might want to make a request. Would you be willing to have coffee with me and talk about this? Or, would you be willing to sit with me and let me share with you what I'm seeking? Let's just talk about it, and let's just see if it grows it more just by being with you. So making requests are fantastic. The next thing to do too, and this is really key on moving to your desired outcome, is really making a promise. Okay, so when we move into promises, it could be promises with another person where you have made some sort of level of commitment. And I like to use this idea of promise simply as initiating action. Okay, so for little Susie Q here, I'm really into promising that I'm fulfilling this 41 questions of attraction. And so I've made a promise that I will continue to do this work and dive deeper. Okay, and then another thing that you might do, this is the final one, is make an offer to another person. And so like for me, little Susie Q here doing these videos, or these podcasts, is I'm making an offer to you, the listener and the viewer, that when you come here, I'm really making an offer that this is complimentary, and and if you listen to it to its entirety, groovy, and if you get something out of it, that's even better. And if you feel inspired to really move into your own energy stream to create your desired outcome, then that's a super duper bonus. So these are all great ways to look at how can you fully extend all your energies into your desired outcome. What outlets, what other resources can you tap into? And can you keep that level of excitement even when we do have those breakdowns, even when we fall out of alignment or we come into a place of a flow that's been interrupted? Okay, so I'm just holding a beautiful sacred space for you in this moment now, that you are holding the best and the highest and best intention for you achieving your own desired outcome by fully extending all your energies into that, and just knowing that it is so, and knowing that it is happening now, and knowing that it is happening right now as we're speaking. Say yes with me. Yes. All right. So you have a most beautiful and blessed day, and stay juicy.